guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Athletic Club in the Spanish Super Cup final. This is Barcelona's opportunity to win their first trophy of the season, and it's going to be a very difficult game and a very, very intense game. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get to 200 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So before we get into this match preview, I want to give you guys a super quick update on the elections. Of course, yesterday it was confirmed that the elections will be postponed. Very, very disappointing news. And yesterday, of course, Busquets, Juan Laporta, Victor Font, and Toni Freya all had a meeting at the club. In that meeting, we got some big news. Firstly, the presidential candidates of the Barcelona election have all agreed to make the new date March the 7th. Barcelona is requesting legal coverage to see if it's possible for postal votes to be mailed in with the approval from the government. And also in that meeting, they decided not to sign EricGarcia this month. Rather, he come in June on a free deal. So every single news outlet in Catalonia are saying that March the 7th is going to be the new election date after it being postponed. And also now we will not be signing EricGarcia in January. More on that also, we will not be signing any player in January. For me, I am just so disappointed. This is just corruption on the highest level from top to bottom. They're using this pandemic as an excuse. If the USA, who have the most coronavirus cases, most deaths, most everything, if they can hold their election in 50 different states with billions and billions of people, why can't little Catalonia do that? It's just an excuse every single time. Bartomeu, when he came out after the Bayern Munich defeat and he had a big interview about elections because he knew his time was going to be up, he said that he's going to move the elections from June to March, bring it early a bit to calm the fans. He said that on August 18, 2020. He said, it's a matter of responsibility. Moving the elections to March 15th will allow us to make a smooth transition. Everyone was in uproar. Then, motion of no confidence went through. He had to resign because he didn't want to get embarrassed in that, big vote. Busquets came in as an emergency from the management committee, of course. And he said on October 29, 2020, you can see the date in the bottom right-hand corner, Busquets promises the election as soon as possible. October 29, as soon as possible. We were nearly January 29th. 3 months. 3 months. And if you look at the new date, March the 7th, March the 15th, that is only a week of difference. Again, it's just Bartomeu's masterclass again. He has done it again. Busquets is there at the club. He wants to stay there as long as possible to cover up everything that Bartomeu has done. This is corruption on the highest level, and I'm completely disappointed in the club. And hopefully we can just get the new president in as soon as possible because I'm tired of these clowns running our club. Now let's get back to the match preview. Of course, this match will be taking place at the Estadio de la Cartuja, which is a neutral ground in Sevilla. This is used from the RFEF and the Spanish national team to play their games, all sort of stuff. So again, it will be at a neutral ground. And the referees of this match have also been confirmed. And boy, are we in for a ride. The referee on pitch will be Gil Mantana, and the referee on the VAR will be Hernandez. Both have agendas against Barcelona, especially Gil Mantana. It's going to be one hell of a game. Expect all the referee decisions to go outside the club's way. Let's take a look at Athletic Club. Of course, we are very familiar with Athletic Club because we played them not too long ago, about maybe a week and a half ago. We play them tomorrow, and we also play them at the end of January. So we're going to be facing Athletic Club 3 times this month. Let's take a look at their last 5 games. They drew with Villarreal 1-1. They lost to Basque Derby to Real Sociedad 1-0. They beat Elche 1-0. They lost to Barcelona 3-2. And they beat Real Madrid 2-1 in the semifinal the other day. So let's take a look at that semifinal. Of course, it's a very, very well and hard-fought game from Athletic Club. They played the Marcelino way 4-4-2, parked the bus, and hit them on the break. And also on the break, they just have so much quality up front. You can see the lineup on the screen. Unai Simón, Capa, Núñez, Martinez, Balenciaga, DeMarcos, Bencidro, Garcia, Munayin, Iñaki Williams, and Raúl Garcia. A very, very strong team. Of course, they're a very, very balanced team. They have their quality here and there. And of course, they're a very, very compact team, and they're very, very difficult to beat. Of course, on the night, Raúl Garcia got 2 goals in the first half, and Benzema got a late goal in the second half. It's going to be the same way. I feel like they're even going to play the same lineup, to be honest, because they played so well on that day. 4-4-2, park the bus, and just hit us on the break. That's exactly what they're going to do to us. Let's look at the last time that they played Barcelona. It was, of course, a 3-2 win and not too long ago. Of course, this was Marcelino's first game in charge, so he's had a little bit of game time since then. Of course, Pedri scored and Messi got a double, and Iñaki Williams and Munayin got a late goal in that game. Athletic Club played a very similar lineup. It was Unai Simón, Capa, Núñez, Martinez, and Yuri, who's now, of course, injured, played that injury in that game against Barcelona. DeMarcos, Bencidro, Vesga, Munayin, Iñaki Williams, and Raúl Garcia. Very, very similar team. Of course, they don't rotate that much because they know they don't have that much quality players on the bench, but it's going to be the exact same team almost. So overall, Athletic Club is going to be a very, very difficult team to break down. Of course, in their press conference after the Real Madrid game, they were talking the big talk, saying, oh, we're confident, we can easily beat Barcelona, we beat Real Madrid, we're not scared, all this sort of stuff. So they're going to come to this game with a lot of confidence because they know that we struggled against Real Sociedad. We had to go all the way to penalties. So they're going to come in this game that, look, we beat, Real Madrid in 90 minutes. We can do that against Barcelona, no problem. Marcelino has given a big boost to this team, so it's going to be very, very difficult to break them down. Let's take a look now at the squad list. This is the first one for me. Barcelona literally just tweeted the team heads to the airport for the flight to Sevilla. The full squad, apart from PK and Coutinho, who will recover from their injury in Barcelona. And the Barcelona big players that are traveled are Iñaki Peña, Moriba, Oscar Mingueza, and Conrad de la Fuente. So that does mean that Messi travels to the squad, and that also means that Roberto and Ansu Fati travel as well. Now, they are both still injured. I just want to reiterate that. They're 100% not going to be playing this game. Quick update on their injury from Javi Miguel, saying that Roberto is in the final stretch of his recovery and is expected to return by the end of the month. Ansu Fati is more than halfway through his rehabilitation and should be back by the end of February. So they're going to be just traveling just for morale boost and just hopefully to celebrate the cup when we win it. Now I want to give you guys a quick update on the injury of Lionel Messi. As of recording, as of right now, he is still a doubt for the game. Koeman in the press conference that he's going to train with the squad today, but it's all up to Messi. So he will decide on game day whether he will play or not. So right now, it's still not definitive if Messi will play or not. Let's get in now to the press conference reaction. Of course, Ronald Koeman today was accompanied by another player, and that player was Sergio Busquets. So they both did a press conference today. Let's get in and see what they had to say. Let's start off with Sergio Busquets. Of course, Sergio Busquets is the second captain of the team and most likely going to be the captain on the game day. So his words are very, very important. Let's get in and see what he had to say. He starts by saying that I want to send a hug and I would like to wish Sergio Lozano a speedy recovery, who the whole team want to wish him the best. Of course, Lozano, he's a Barcelona futsal player. He had a really, really bad injury. So I wish him a speedy recovery as well. He continues on by saying that we are very motivated and happy to be able to win our first title of the season. It always is going to be difficult for us, but the team is getting better and more confident. Pedri, what Pedri has to do is continue showing this level and continue showing what he has in his locker. It is still early days. He's been at the club for a little while. He has a brutal talent and a great margin of growth. He has everything to make it happen. A lot of things have happened, and as the club situation is complicated and even extreme, there are also the pandemic, which makes it worse. We all want the elections to happen as soon as possible, but the most important thing is health. Messi, he's the best player in the world, and obviously that if he plays, our chances of winning increase. He will decide together with the doctors. Athletic Club had a great game in the semi-final. We want to show continuity. Winning the Super Cup would be an important step, but I'm sure that this team can continue to grow. The team wants more. And that concluded Sergio Busquets' press conference. Let's get in now to Ronald Koeman's press conference. He did say a lot of juicy stuff in this press conference, giving a lot of hints for transfers as well. Let's get and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that the team is well and happy to play the final of the Spanish Super Cup. A difficult rival awaits us. We will try to dominate and play our game. We are hopeful that Messi can participate in the game tomorrow. Leo has the last word. He knows his body perfectly. We will wait until tomorrow. Koeman also said that the player has to be 100% in order to start the game. So he's giving a little hint that Messi could start on the bench and still could make an appearance. So he isn't ruling that out. Not signing Garcia this month. I've heard that I'm unhappy. I'm worried. I have to say that I'm fine. I'm happy. And I know the financial limitations of the club. If it's not possible, it's not possible. We will move on. That's him basically confirming that he wanted Garcia, and it looks like Garcia is going to be joining Barcelona in the summer for sure. He continues on by saying the importance of the Super Cup. Of course, it's important. It's a title. It's important for winning things. Even though it's not the most important one, it is still a title. Sergio Roberto will be available before Ansu Fati 100%, but I don't want to set dates. The player should recover well, but Sergio may be 2 more weeks, Ansu longer. Now here's something that Koeman said that was absolutely huge. He said, Neto, it is true his representative asked to leave the club, but we said no. We want to be well and covered in all positions. We have 2 fantastic goalkeepers on the bench. Iñaki Peña, Arnaites, they're both up-and-coming great talents of keepers. Neto is literally sitting there collecting wages. He's saying that Neto we have to have cover. Neto is going to be sitting on the bench the whole season. Maybe he'll play 1 Copa del Rey or 2 Copa del Rey games. That's it. For me, this is a bad move. We should be loaning him out to Arsenal. Whoever's interested and have the buy option there and make sure the other team pay his wages. That will save us a lot of money as well. Completely disagree with Koeman on this decision. He continues on by saying that young players must learn, and to learn, they have to play the finals. There is a great desire to win. We shouldn't be overbearing ourselves. And that concluded Ronald Koeman's press conference. Let's get into the predicted lineups. We're going to start off with, of course, Ronald Koeman. We're going to try to predict his lineup. I think he's going to pick almost the exact same lineup that he picked against Real Sociedad. You can see it on your screen right now. I've got with Ter Stegen in goal, Jordi Alba, Lenglet, Araujo, Dest, Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Dembele, Braithwaite, and Antoine Griezmann. For me, this is our strongest team at the moment. I think this is what he's going to exactly go with. Of course, you could play Mingueza at right back, but now with the rumors of Dest being fully fit for this game, I think he'll go with the more natural right back. Of course, the midfield has been fantastic lately. Of course, you could have an argument for Ricky Puig, but for me, I think he's going to pick Pedri. Up front, my main issue is that I want him to start Griezmann on the wing. Griezmann put in 2 fantastic performances on the wing against Athletic Club and Granada. Do not take him out of there. Let him play on that left-hand side. Put the pure number 9 and Braithwaite up top. I think that was one of his big mistakes against Real Sociedad, switching them. I think you have to have the pure number 9 and Braithwaite up top, and then have Griezmann on the left, kind of like, left wing, false 9, kind of interchanging between those positions. And of course, Dembele on that right-hand side with his speed and his tenacity, he's going to be super, super important for this game. So that's the line that I think Koeman's going to go with. Of course, I don't see him making any other changes than that. Let me know what you think he's going to go with down in the comments below. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was the Barcelona coach. And for the first time on this channel, I believe, I'm pretty sure, I have picked the exact same lineup as the manager. I've also gone with Ter Stegen in goal, Dest, Araujo, Lenglet, Jordi Alba, Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Dembele, Braithwaite, and Antoine Griezmann. For me, I just reiterate exactly the same thing I said for Ronald Koeman. So this is our strongest lineup at the moment on paper, and of course the main thing I want to focus on is having Braithwaite starting at the number 9 and Griezmann starting on the left-hand side. Alternatively, you could go with Mingueza at right back and Riqui Puig on the left-hand side with this lineup on the screen. But for me, I don't really know if I would do that or not. I feel like that whole starting lineup has already gelled with each other. I don't think making changes, especially in a Super Cup final, is the right move. But of course, if he feels this lineup, I wouldn't be opposed to it. If we're being realistic, would Koeman really give Riqui Puig his first start of the season in the Super Cup final? I'm not too sure. Would you really give him a start based on him scoring a penalty in a penalty shootout? I don't really think he will. So I would still go with this lineup on the screen. I think this is, again, our strongest lineup on paper. Everyone's gelled in. Everyone's played with each other multiple amount of times. And I think this would be the team that would guide us to win that Super Cup. Of course, let me know your thoughts on the lineups down below. Usually I would ask which line would you rather, but they're both the same. So either you like them both or you don't like either. Score prediction time. Time to predict the score for this match. I am very, very nervous with this game. Of course, Athletic Club are a very, very strong team. And of course, there are some doubts still about Barcelona. Over the past few years, we haven't been doing too well in these types of scenarios in a one game, win it or lose it. But I have confidence in this team. You got the new blood, you got the new coach, you got the Barcelona B players, you have the brand new signings. We have a good squad, and I believe we will get the job done. I'm going with Barcelona winning this game by 2-0. Wouldn't be shocked if Athletic Club won it. Wouldn't be shocked if it went into extra time or even into penalty shootout. I'm going to be predicting that we're going to win this game in the 90 minutes, and I'm hoping Barcelona win this trophy. I think it would be an excellent morale boost for the squad, and it will give us confidence to continue on this season. And hopefully Messi will lift his third trophy as the captain. Of course, 2 of them being the Spanish Super Cup, which isn't really the greatest track record, but hopefully winning this cup will give the squad a boost for the season. Let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. So that's my match preview for Barcelona versus Athletic Club in the Spanish Super Cup final. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below on your score predictions, and of course, what lineup would you pick for the game? And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Come and join me. Set the reminder on the screen. We had a fantastic time in the last game. Very, very intense. We went down to the wire. Hopefully it won't be the case in this game. Hopefully Barcelona can do it in the 90 minutes. And of course, it will be followed straight away by my match review after the game. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and Forza Barca. Yeah.